What's up guys, it's Alex from Everyday Biking, and last week we got a look at Sebastian's brand new bike, the Trek Roscoe 8. And since that video is doing quite well, today I will be finally giving a review on the bike I've been riding for the last 19 months, the Giant Trance 2. It's the best full suspension bike you can get for under $3,500, and I really mean that. Now this is a 2018 model, but not a lot has changed on the Trance since this model, and I'll be talking about how it compares to the 2020 model they just released later in the video, so stick around for that. First, let's start with the specs. Up front, the Trance 2 is rocking a 150mm travel Fox 34 rhythm fork with a boost through axle. The tires are 27.5 by 2.4 Maxxis High Roller 2s, factory tubeless. Both the front and back brakes are Shimano SLX with 180mm rotors. The frame is made of a Lux SL grade aluminum with 140mm Maestro suspension with a Fox Float performance shock. The Trance 2 also comes with a standard Giant contact switch dropper post, with the switch sitting on the 780mm Giant Connect trail handlebar. For the drivetrain, we got Shimano SLX shifters leading to an 11-speed SLX 11-46 tooth cassette, a powerful Shimano SLX Shadow Plus derailleur, and 30-tooth SLX crankset. Okay, now that we have the main specs out of the way, let's get on to my personal feelings about this bike. This is a playful bike. It is 100% designed to put a smile on your face while riding, and it does just that. This bike makes you feel like you can hit any jump, any drop, or any route line. The 180mm SLX brakes allow for complete confidence on any descent, and I've done some extremely steep and sketchy descents on this. Giant really did well on this bike. The 34 rhythm fork makes it feel like you're riding in the clouds, and the 46 tooth climbing gear matched with the 30 tooth crankset makes most climbs surprisingly easy considering the geometry and long travel fork. I mean, I've even done XC races on this. But what really made me fall in love with this bike was, of course, the looks. This bike is beautiful. Everywhere I go riding, this bike turns heads and gets compliments. At this point, my ego is through the roof. But in my opinion, this is one of the nicest looking bikes Giant has ever made. Unfortunately, no bike is perfect. I hate to say it, but the Trance 2 does have some downsides. Well, first of all, the climbing gear is great, but the speed gear, not so much. Unfortunately, Giant had to decide between a good climbing gear or a good speed gear. I'm not saying they made the wrong choice, but with the new 10x51 tooth cassettes out, this cassette almost looks dated. Luckily though, the 2020 Trance 2 comes with a 10x51 tooth Shimano SLX. Next con, the dropper post. First, the switch sucks. Every time you're riding and want to drop the seat, you feel like you have to reach across the entire handlebar. Yes, this has an easy solution to it, getting a new switch, but it would have been nice to see a switch like Seb's come default on the bike. Another con about the dropper is on the smaller sizes, it doesn't have much travel, and there is a reason for this. If you look near the back of the shock, the seat tube abruptly curves. This means that unlike a hardtail where the seat tube is usually straight all the way down, you are limited to the length of seat posts you can fit in there, meaning in the end you are going to sacrifice dropper post travel. No bike comes without its flaws, but all in all, the Giant Trance 2 is the best full suspension mountain bike you can get under $3,500, and the 2020 model is even better than this with no price increase. So, if you're looking for a new full suspension mountain bike for the spring, I promise you won't regret the Giant Trance 2. And that's an everyday biking guarantee. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We have a lot of exciting content coming up, so make sure to click the subscribe button. That's it for today. I hope we see you next week.